What's going on, my friends? I've decided we're gonna go ahead and do literally a random unguided adventure. We're just in a nondescript part of Harold Hills, I think it's called, Emerald Hills, sort of between Lemon Grove and the Lincoln Park area of San Diego. And right here at this stop sign, I'm just gonna turn on FSD, and the whole point of an unguided adventure is just to see what the system does, see how it navigates when it's got no destination set in. And this is totally just for fun. And I also want to be able to see like how the stop signs are handled. They've been a little rocky this morning. I've been running around with customers, and I haven't wanted to use it with all of them. Not yet. All right, we've got FSD active, and we're just gonna watch it do its thing, man. Car coming in real close to the yellow line there. Probably because they were going around this person. And all right, we're acting weird. There we go. Probably should be walking in the middle of the street as a human being. You know, that's stupid. Especially when you have sidewalks on both sides. But whatever. And again, we have no navigation here. We are just cruising along and seeing what happens. If I had to make a prediction, the only times I'll probably have to get involved and take over are going to be dips, which what we might be about to encounter here. This looks pretty gnarly. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I have to take over there. Some dips in neighborhoods can just be nuts. All right, let's see. How smooth is this? Not horrible, not super smooth. Gonna give it throttle because this Mercedes is definitely not gonna wait. That's just the kind of owners they are. So a little throttle intervention just to move us along. It's 11 o'clock on a Saturday. Beautiful day, moderate amount of traffic. We are cruising through a neighborhood. I wonder if the system will be able to actually get out of here. I'm only gonna do this for about, 10 to 15 minutes just to keep the video a reasonable amount of time. And we'll see how fun this unguided adventure is. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking around, seeing where we're at. We're really zoomed out here. Okay, cool. We do have an exit route. As long as we go to the right, we should be okay. And we can kind of see what the vehicle's planning to do. All right, let's see how this stop sign is. That one was much better. That was a much more natural slowdown. Man, check out all that solar while we linger here. Okay, there we go. Now we're moving. We're just like go in here and turn off that blind spot camera. That way we have a more unimpeded visual on the display. All right. It'd be cool to see, we get out of the neighborhood and onto some more traditional roads. We're gonna have the turn signal here. It's a sharp turn. It didn't do it. Hey, cool. Plenty of times with a turn that sharp, even though it's a designated turn, there's no actual need for a turn signal. The system will do it anyway. Oh man, are we gonna go up the crazy steep road? Okay, this road turns into something like a bit of a roller coaster feel. Now, you probably won't be able to discern that from the video because of just the way videos appear. Giving it some throttle because we're stopping in the middle of the intersection again. But massive elevational differences here. Going up and down through here. Okay, not too bad of a pothole. That made me a little nervous. San Diego went through a lot of rain recently, so there are a lot of potholes everywhere. This is kind of a fun road because you really get some vertigo, especially if FSD decides it's gonna just yeet itself forward. That can be a little disconcerting. They were smart though, and they put stop signs at the top, or at the peaks of both of these hills. All right, let's see if we actually move along. Taking too long, taking too long, taking too long. There we go, inching forward. That's more so an issue with, yeah, look at that, woohoo! It's more so an issue with the NHTSA reg and the increased regulations around how Teslas are stopping at stop signs than it is any fault of the FSD team. Trying to find that balance has got to be so annoyingly difficult. All right, and we're at a nice decline for this stop sign, and we're kind of inching, stopping, which makes us take way too long. I really look forward to the day where we can get just one solid stop and then go, versus this little inch forward, stop, inch forward, stop, inch forward, stop, go, maybe. That's how you get honked at and irritated. And that is one of the many reasons I don't want to put a customer through that, because there's a little bit of internal embarrassment there to feel like, they're going to think you're incompetent because you're just doing this and like acting weird around a simple stop sign. That's a lot of what goes through my head. Like, we are sitting here. But that was better. That was a single stop and then a definitive go. I retract my statement about that being a linger. That was good. If I got that every time, I could adapt to that. I could slow down my own mental process, be a little bit more patient. Let's see how we hit this one. we're at a bit of an incline. It's a three-way, and we want to have one stop, which should be right here. We're taking way too long to finally get to that stop, but then now we're going. That is acceptable. I would give that a B. If the first one is a standard of like B+, A-, then this would be like a B-. Now this is an interesting scenario. How is an unguided FSD going to treat this? Is it going to want to default to the right where the road is closed with that guy there? Or are we going to go forward and randomly pick left or right at this stoplight? This is kind of where unguided adventures can get a little gnarly. The predictive path is showing that we're going to go straight. We do have a right turn signal on. So I'm assuming we are trying to go through and to the right. Of course, FSD is not going to respond to human signaling. Going straight. Alright. Let's see. The system needs to go. This person in front of us needs to go. Okay, they're going. We're cool. Alright. How are we going to handle this? Can't turn right here. That's a railroad track. But you can turn right here. Good stuff. Okay. That wasn't too bad. That was actually well done. It was kind of a confusing scenario with the person there trying to direct us and telling us to go to the left. Like, no, I want to go straight. You're just going to have to wait a second. Wait for the light to change. So that was pretty good. Got out of the neighborhood onto the main road, even with that weird kind of double stop scenario with the railroad tracks right there. I've generally been rather comfortable with 11.4.9, which is again what we're on, not version 12 yet. I am trying to keep those descriptors in the title of the video and in the thumbnail, so you don't get your hopes up that I'm using version 12. We've got a merge coming up. We'll see how we treat this. Any other people behind us are going to try to speed up. So we're cruising a little slower than the average person. This Lexus is probably going to try to yeet around us. Maybe not, because the other car's blocking them. Cool. But no, again, I am feeling rather comfortable with this build. It's not bad. It isn't the best we've had, and it's got some wonky behaviors and weirdness to it. But generally, it's pretty good. It does most things pretty well. And I'm also sort of reacquainting myself with its behaviors, given the lack of time I've spent with the FSD system, given how busy I had been previously. Which you might have heard me say a few times. But you know, as these videos are coming out, more people are seeing them. I'm just kind of rehashing my reason for not being around as much. We'll see how we treat these. I'm expecting us to just stay on a straight road. There's no reason for the system to complicate itself by randomly going left or right, but we'll see. We are decelerating for this yellow flash, and this frickin' Lexus behind us is being a total BMW driver. Okay, which lane are we gonna pick? Let's pick one definitively. There we go. Good job. Yeah, you got so far, didn't you there? Oh, she's on her phone. She's just impatient on her phone, doesn't care. And we are just cruising forward on the same street. Not too much to write home about here, so that's a good sign. As there's less to say or critique, you know, as the more boring these videos get, the better the system has gotten overall. Oh, I don't like this though. We are now blocking the ability for people behind us to really take this right turn because we've sort of drifted to the middle of this lane. That's just poor etiquette, but I guess we'll see. No one behind us seems to be needing to turn. But yeah, that's a bit sloppy. Not a huge fan there. We'll go ahead and skip through this red light. Alright, there we go. Finally got a green. We are slowly inching because we're waiting. Alright, I'm giving us throttle because that was stupid. Why did we just stop there? Come on! I know there's people turning in front of us, but you don't have to keep hitting the brakes in the middle of the intersection like that. Just kind of a general creep forward would be nice. The system was prioritizing safety and looking at the vehicles ahead of us, so that's understandable. We could have just slowly accelerated forward versus accelerating, stopping. So I'm constantly thinking too about how much am I pissing off the person behind me? Because if I can avoid that, I'd like to. I'm not trying to be that guy that's causing a headache for everybody else around me. Even though most people around you are not thinking about you, they're only thinking about themselves, and they're driving like total assets anyway. But I'm not that person, so that's why I might seem overly critical when the system's not really like moving along like I think it should be. As far as the unguided adventure goes, I think we're pretty much done with anything eventful there. Navigate to Great Maple. Let's shift part 2 of this video into, well, it's mostly highway stuff here. Oh, no. Why are you, what the hell was that?